Welcome to the Master Passive Income Show. My name is Dustin Heiner, and I'm here to help you learn how to quit that JOB, that just overbroke job, by investing in real estate so you never ever have to work a job again. And did you know that getting rich and wealthy is actually a very simple process? And I'm going to walk you through that today. All right, let's start the show. We're going to learn how to become rich and wealthy. Let's do this.
Welcome to the Master Passive Income Podcast, where we talk about investing in real estate rental properties with a special focus on making enough money so you can quit your job and live the dream life. And now, here is your host, Dustin Heiner.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Now, happy new year. It's the start of a brand new year. And in times like this, basically a starting of something brand new, I always like to look back, but at the same time, look forward. In fact, no, I take that back. I don't look back very much. It's just how I am. I've never been very nostalgic in general. You may or may not be. I'm not saying that's bad. I just know for some reason I don't look back. But what I do, and what I would encourage you to do, is look forward. Look forward to what you can be doing this year to accomplish your goals. And even if you're listening to this in July, like this episode, you're probably listening to this like in July, and it's way past the new year or the next year. What I'm thinking is now, we always need to be thinking forward, thinking to the next day, the next week, the next month, the next year, and planning our future. Because there's a saying, and I think it's a saying, at least I've heard it from somebody else, but it goes, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. You will not actually achieve any goals because you haven't created any goals. You haven't even tried to figure out what it is that you want, let alone how to actually get there. Now, you might already think, well, I know what I want. I want to quit my job, or I want to buy this new car, or I want to start investing in real estate. But if you don't create a plan on top of that, you're probably going to fail. And so where you are literally right now, be thinking about the steps that you need to take. Basically, what you need to do in your life. Is it cutting out expenses, trying to save more money so that you can have the money to invest in real estate? Because as I coach students, I found that the cutoff is $10,000. If a potential student doesn't have $10,000 to invest in real estate, I don't take them on as a student. And the reason why is because it's so very hard if you don't have at least $10,000 to get started. Now, it is possible. Don't get me wrong. In fact, you'll find courses and books out there, buy houses with no and low money down, which is absolutely possible to do. But it is super stinking hard. I will tell you that if you don't have any properties, if you don't have any money, if you don't have any experience, if you don't have any contacts, networks, or anything like that, it's going to be very hard for you to invest in real estate without money. Now, here's the great thing. Once you have $10,000, then you have the ability to buy your first property, be able to down payment or whatever it might be. We're going to be able to get that. But on top of that as well, if you have somebody that's going to be able to show you exactly how to do it because they've been successful, you're going to dramatically increase the speed at which you become successful. Let's say it's going to take you 10 years to be able to quit your job and get enough properties to be able to do that. But if you get coaching, if you get a mentor, somebody that you know that's going to help you, they're going to dramatically speed that up. I'll give you an example. The majority of my students that start working with me, once they have the $10,000, remember that's the minimum that they have to have, usually within 4 to 5 months, they have already built the business and bought their first property. And here's the great thing. Once they have that first property, honestly, it usually happens like clockwork. Within 1 to 2 months after buying that first property, they already have their second property, either under contract or have already purchased that second property. Getting the first property is always the hardest. Then getting the second property is so much easier, let alone your 10th, your 20th, or your 30th property. It gets easier and easier as you go. Now, that is what we're talking about today, is building wealth, getting rich. And honestly, this is very, very simple to do. Now, it's not easy. If it were easy, everybody would do this, but it is simple. There's simple steps that you need to take along the way. And I want to help you down that road to invest in real estate yourself Get my real estate investing course absolutely for free. Text the word rental, RENTAL, to 33777. Rental to 33777. And I'll literally give it to you, show you how to find an area of the country to invest, no matter where you live, anywhere in the country to invest, how to make sure you have enough money to buy the property, how to build a business, how to buy your first property, how to scale the business to quit your job. I'll literally get that to you. Or you can go to masterpassiveincome.com/free course. All one word, /free course. I'll literally give it to you. And on top of everything that you're going to be planning for your future for investing in real estate, you need to be around a community of people that are going to help you along the way, that are going to be showing you how they did it, giving you all their resources, and basically be in a mastermind, a community together. You need to be at my Real Estate Wealth Builders Conference that I'm putting on in March, and it's going to be every single year in March. More than likely, it's going to be at Phoenix because Phoenix is beautiful in March. Go to rewbcon.com. Go there and check to see. I have 20 plus speakers, all my friends who literally coach people, who show people how to do this. This is a no sales pitch conference, so they're literally just going to be there to help you, to teach you. We're gonna have meetups. I'm literally gonna have my own meetup. So if you're a part of Master Passive Income, you're gonna be hanging out with me in our own meetup. I'm gonna have a meetup on Friday night. It's gonna be the 11th. 11th of March. We're gonna have our own meetup where we're all gonna be hanging out together for Master Passive Income, and then all conference long. You're gonna be meeting so many amazing investors. Oh, also, get $50 off the ticket because you are part of my community. Use the promo code Dustin, just my name, DUSTIN. Use that promo code and get your ticket for $50 off so you can get there. I just want to build a community of all of us investors. And just so happens that we get together at our conference once a year, but the entire community lasts all year long, every year helping each other. We're going to have people talking about multifamily, Airbnb, midterms, land investing, how to build an automated business, all that sort of stuff, even how to get deals, how to get private money. It's going to be fantastic. So you're not going to want to miss that. Go to rewbcon.com, REWBCON.com. Also, getting rich is actually a very simple process if you do these things. Now, it's not easy. I'm going to tell you that for sure. It's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. But it's simple. It's just step 1, step 2, step 3. If you follow these steps, you will absolutely become rich and wealthy. And anybody can become wealthy and rich if they follow these rules. Now, these rules have been around, or these steps have been around for a very, very long time. I'm not the one that came up with them. I've implemented them into my life, and I'm sharing them with you. And the first step that you absolutely must implement into your life, it's called pay yourself first. Paying yourself first is basically where you make money and it doesn't go to a bill. It doesn't go to pay rent. It doesn't go to pay for your cell phone bill or coffee or something like that. Paying yourself first is where you're setting aside money for future investing. Paying yourself to invest. So let's say you're going to be making $1,000 a month. You probably make more, but let's say you make $1,000 a month. Let's start with just 10%. Take 10% of the $1,000, which is $100, set it aside into a savings account. Set it aside into something that's going to be making you money. I personally like CIT Bank, which is, if you check in the link in the description, literally gives you, I think, like 0.5%. But you're storing that money for future investing. And we'll talk about what you can do with that money in just a minute. But what I want to share with you is also when you're paying yourself first, you are taking that off the top. And everything I'm going to be telling you is like, okay, if you make a gross of $1,000, gross means before taxes, before your mortgage, before anything's taken out, the total dollar amount that you're being paid by your boss, take that 10%. 10% of that money, put it away for future investing. That's how the rich get even more rich. That's how the wealthy get even more wealthy, is because they use money to make money, which we'll get into. And the second thing that you must do is live below your means. Now, when I say, and I call the job a job, you're living just over broke, that's when you are basically living paycheck to paycheck because your boss is not paying you enough really to live on. In fact, they're only paying you just enough to keep you working without quitting, but not so much that taking money out of their pocket. Now, as they're doing that, you should be realizing, oh my goodness, I could be making so much more money other places, which we'll get to in just a second. And what you must do with this money that you're making from your job is live below the means. So if you're making $1,000, you're hopefully putting away $100 aside a month, or 10% of that a month for future investing, but you're also, let's say you have $900 the entire month to live off of. Well, you're only spending from rent to, I know it's gonna be hard to do with $1,000, but rent, phone bill, gas, insurance, all that sort of stuff. You're hopefully going to be living below your means by not going into debt. You're only spending at most $900. You're not spending $1,200 or $1,300, which means you're going into debt. And the last thing you want to do is actually go into debt, which makes it even worse because you're trying to save money. Let's say you're getting 0.5%, and I'll give you a way in just a second to get 2% return on your money. Really, really fantastic way to put it in there. Now, where you're actually having 0.5% or even 2%, but your credit cards are charging you 24%, let's say 14%. You have so much more money going out of your pocket in interest than coming back in. So we want to not go into debt. That's by living below our means, however much we make, minus how much we save for future investing, paying ourselves first. That's all we can live on. We don't go above that. Now, the third thing that you must do on top of living below your means is also when you make more money, let's say you get a raise, you do not increase your standard of living. Basically, you don't say, well, I spend $1,000 a month. I got a raise for $1,200 or $200 more. I'm going to spend that $200 extra every single month. You don't want to do that. Anytime you get more money in a paycheck or you get a bonus or you get a raise, don't spend that money. Put that money away by paying yourself first. Live off of what you were originally making. And in doing that, you're gonna have so much more money to save for future investing to make your wealth grow even larger. And the fourth thing that you must do is pay off your debt. If you watch a Game of Thrones, the Lannisters always pay off their debts or pay their debts. We want to be just like the Lannisters, not totally, but we want to make sure we're paying off our debt. Now, with paying off these debts, I'm not necessarily saying your mortgage. Your mortgage is a long-term debt. We can eventually use that to actually buy rental properties and real estate. We can definitely do that, which I'll show you in plenty of other videos. But your credit card debt, you don't want that. You might be paying 14 or 20% interest in credit card debt. Your car loans, your school loans, all of this debt is literally just eating you alive. It's sucking all that money out of your pocket. You want to get rid of that, start paying off that debt. And if you want to watch a video I created where I talk about the debt snowball, I love the debt snowball. Watch the comment card or check the link in the description for the debt snowball. And as we're going to be paying off that debt, we're going to have more money to save for investing. And the fifth thing that you must do on your way to becoming rich and wealthy is to start investing that money. See, as you're paying yourself first, you're setting it aside to actually make money, but then we're going to start implementing that. So first, what I want you to do is get a CIT bank account that gives you like 0.5%, maybe even up to 1% on that money every single month. So check the link in the description for the CIT link, masterpassiveincome.com/CIT. That'll get you right there. Get signed up and start putting your money in there. Now, on top of that, as you've built up more money, there is a fantastic way that you can even get 2% right now with that money. And I want to tell you where I park my money that gets 2%. It's the Life Goals Home Down Payment Investment ETF. It's basically you open up Robinhood, you look up the ticker symbol HOM, and you can put your money in there. They give 2% a month. And saving your down payment at a bank yielding 0% or maybe even just 0.5% while home prices are going up. They're really going up double digits. You're getting crushed by home price inflation. Now check out this conservatively managed Life Goal Home Down Payment ETF. The ticker symbol's HOM. Like I said, just pull out Robinhood and you'll get 2% return on your money every single month. No lockup and no minimum attempts to keep pace with inflation. And oh yeah, it actually pays you a 2% monthly dividend. And the step-by-step process for me, what I would do is I would create that bank account with CIT Bank, check the link in the description for that, put the $100 away and another $100 away and keep getting to where you have $1,000 or $2,000, then put that into the HOME, HOM ticker symbol and get 2%, even more return. From there, I would start saving even more money. Then I would start investing into real estate. You could also do stocks. You could also do crypto is a little tricky, so you could also do crypto as well. But I personally love real estate. If I buy one rental property that makes me $250 a month, that is $3,000 a year in passive income. Now, if you buy stocks, it gives you dividends, but you basically also want to make money from your money. And the sixth thing that you must do is focus on passive income. Now, you work 1 hour, you get paid 1 hour for your boss. If you get a business where you have multiple bosses, basically a lot of customers, you're doing the same thing. What we want to do, what wealthy people do, is we focus on passive income where we work one time and we make money over and over and over again. When I buy one rental property that makes me $250 a month, I keep earning money every single month, whether the market goes up, down, or sideways, because those rents still come in. If you wanted to, you could even write a book. You can create a song and put it on iTunes or wherever Apple does. But you could create these things that actually sell over and over again. You could start a podcast. You could start a YouTube channel and make money every single month. After you've already done the work, YouTube will continue. Like once you create a YouTube video, YouTube will keep pushing that out and you keep making money from that. So you want to focus on passive income. Now me, I personally do all the above, and I park my money in real estate because I make money in passive income. If you buy 10 properties that make you $250 a month, that's $2,500 a month, $30,000 a year. If you buy 20 properties that make you $250 a month, that's $5,000 a month in passive income without working, $60,000 a year. So you absolutely want to focus on passive income, because what that does is it gets you out of working a job, working a job for somebody else, but it gives you more time to do other things with your life. And the 7th step that you must do is quit your job. Now, you're going to work really, really hard to make enough money that comes in without you working, hopefully with these passive income ideas and real estate and stocks and all that sort of stuff. So you're making money to provide for your family without working. Now, what that's going to do is going to allow you to quit, because you don't need to work for somebody else. Imagine if you had 40 or 50 or 60 extra hours a week in order to put towards, hanging out with your family, building a business, doing, serving the poor, doing whatever you want because you have extra time. So next thing is you want to quit your job because you're just wasting your life there. And the 8th thing that you must do is create businesses. Create more ways to make passive income, but then also give people jobs. Create a business that makes jobs for other people. Once you have 40, 50, 60 extra hours a week in your life, you're going to realize that you have so much more value than anybody can ever pay you. Because remember, your boss is only paying you enough to keep you working without quitting, but not so much that takes money out of their pocket. You have so much more value. When you put that into creating a business that you can hire employees, you can do things without working because other people are doing the work for you, you're creating a business that brings you in even more money. And that is it for today. Go ahead and get my free real estate investing course. Text the word rental to 33777, RENTAL to 33777. You can also join my Real Estate Wealth Builders group coaching. Get all my courses. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next show. See ya.